In recent developments out of Romania, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have been flown to the United States following the lifting of their travel ban, a decision reportedly facilitated through high-level negotiations involving aides of former President Donald Trump. The brothers, who are currently facing serious allegations, including sex trafficking, have been under stringent restrictions in Romania. According to sources in Bucharest, intensive lobbying by U.S. officials led to this breakthrough. Notably, Kash Patel, a close ally of Trump and the new director of the FBI, played a crucial role in these discussions. The Tate brothers seized the opportunity and boarded a private Gulfstream G-55, jet destined for Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The sun rises on a new chapter for the Tates, yet the conditions under which they left remain complex. While sources indicate that they may return to Romania for court hearings, legal experts express skepticism about the viability of the charges against them, citing perceived flaws in the case. Despite their departure, Romanian authorities have confirmed that the investigation is ongoing, emphasizing that the brothers remain under scrutiny.
To believe that their case is done or that anyone's taking it lightly is making a mistake. They were released already. They're already being released in Romania. They were released, but they were being monitored. The crimes are very vile and disgusting. However, the standard of proof is the same as we have in the U.S. They have to be proved guilty. So there's innocent until proven guilty. The bail status change allowed them to travel to the United States. If they failed to return, their bail that they posted would be lost. They could be tried in their absence, or we call it tried in absentia, which means they could have the trials without them present, or they could be extradited for trial. I don't know what all the extradition rules are between Romania and the United States, but I imagine that since the prosecutors consented to them being outside the country in the EU, then that means that they have a mechanism to get them back. I believe we probably have an extradition treaty with Romania to return them if they do not return on their own. So there would be a mechanism for that. They would probably try to extradite them first because you want to get the body there and they have a right to defend themselves. So they would voluntarily ask them to return. They would then seek forced extradition. And if they failed, then they would try them in absentia if it was in our country. Not that familiar with Romania's laws, but I would believe that the prosecutors allowed them to leave the country. There has to be a mechanism to get them back to the country, not just based on their word that, hey, we're coming back. The agreement and the law of extradition probably allows them to come back, to force them to come back to their country because of the seriousness of the crimes. One thing to note is the initial allegations were in 2022, and then some additional ones have come forward. A judge in the case said that the charges had some factual flaws or legal flaws, and the prosecutors were able to correct those. So there's a few things going on at the same time. But again, I stress these are very serious charges. So my understanding is that the victims' lawyers are going to make a plea to the United States to not allow them to be harbored here indefinitely, but to have to return for trial or other proceedings.
As their saga unfolds, many questions linger. The legal framework surrounding their allegations remains contentious, and both brothers maintain their innocence. With a court hearing scheduled for March, the spotlight continues to shine on this high-profile case, capturing global attention and raising significant legal and ethical discussions. As leaders and influencers navigate the implications of this situation, it highlights the intricate connections between legality, politics, and media narratives in today's world.